What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's Quincy Shinobi 17 here. Yes, I'm back. It's been a while, and a lot has happened. But I will explain. Okay, I've had band camp and other stuff going on with I had work as well. And, with all that jumbled in together, that kind of caused me to not make videos within that time frame. But I'm back. I am back. Okay? So, for those who miss me, thank you. I really appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Your boy's back. We are back making videos. Tomorrow will be a double upload. I am going to do 2 episodes because I missed out a bunch. So tomorrow we will be doing 2 episodes on the same day for Shinobi Horror Nights. Be prepared. I got at least 2 Roblox games that I am very, very, very excited to get into with y'all, because I know it's going to absolutely be amazing. But with that being said, I'm going to explain more at the end of the video about that. But before that, let's talk about Superman. Today, we are going to be reviewing 2025's James Gunn's Superman. What did I think of this movie, man? This was so fire, bro. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I saw the movie twice, by the way. And I feel I've never felt so fulfilled, stepping out of a theater in a while. I can't remember the last movie that I walked out of a theater. I'm like, yeah. But this movie really, really did that for me. I'm not big on DC. Even though I like DC, I'm not big on it. But that doesn't mean I still can't enjoy the film, But regardless, still, I really enjoyed this movie a lot. I really do think James Gunn did an incredible job with building this world off of this. And this is the first movie in his DCU, by the way. This is the new DCU. This is Superman is the kicker for this universe, you know what I'm saying? And I think this is probably the best way to start off this franchise, you know what I'm saying? This new universe, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, besides that, I'm very, very excited to see what there is to come. So now, with that being said, let's talk about this movie. But before we fully go into this movie, I just want to say one thing. Spoilers! Spoilers. If you do not want to get spoiled for Superman, I highly advise that you would please exit the premises and don't come back until you've seen this movie, because there is a lot to talk about when it comes to this movie. So first, before all that, let me talk about Superman itself, like the character. This iteration of Superman is Superman. This is Superman, bro. This is him. This is how Superman is supposed to be. No offense, alright, because I know Snyder fans are going to come for me. No offense to Henry Cavill. I love Henry Cavill as Superman. I just think the studio did him dirty, and it just did not feel like a Superman. It was Superman, but it wasn't Superman. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't Superman at all. But the way James Gunn made Superman in this film, it was bright, it was colorful, it was hopeful. This was a comic book movie at its absolute finest. This whole movie felt like a comic book, as well as a 2-hour long episode of a Superman animated series. This is what it felt like, and I'm glad, because, bro, when I tell y'all, and this goes back to the Superman being Superman thing, when I tell y'all, David Corenswet, the person who plays Superman, he brought so much life into this character. Is absolutely insane. Bro literally saved a squirrel That's what sold me. That's really what sold me on this with this character most of the time. Is some of his very heroic moments that when I sat in that theater and when I saw what he was doing throughout the film, how he talked, how he took his actions, you know what I'm saying, to save Metropolis and the world as a whole, I just sat there, leaned back in my chair, and I was like, man, that's Superman, bro. That's him. Like, that's him. You know, and the entire movie, I had nothing but just the biggest smile on my face. Because it was just so, like, beautiful, man. This whole movie was just absolutely beautiful. I love the action scenes. I love the characters that we got and whatnot. It's just, it was so good. It was so good. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. All right, but yeah, moving on to the next actor / character. We gotta talk about him, bro. This is this movie, bro. When this, oh my gosh. No, let me just say it. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. My God, bro. That is Lex Luthor, man. All right, just like how for David Cornsweet, that's Superman. Nicholas Hoult, that is Lex Luthor. When I tell you, this man, bona fide hater, I mean it. I'm talking about this dude, Luthor, bro. I'm talking about he tried every way possible to make Superman's life crash and burn. It was so insane. I'm talking about, bro, literally made a pocket universe. All right, trapped a lot of people in there, all right, including his ex-girlfriends, insane, to then, like, oh my gosh, Superman escaped, bro, and then, bro, literally opened a rift that split everything. It was absolutely insane. I'm like, bro, this man really wants to get rid of Superman that badly, bro. It was crazy. But yeah, Nicholas Hoult stole the show for me, man, as well as other people did. And the next character I'm going to talk about really did steal the show for me. But Nicholas Hoult as the villain, as a character within itself, as Lex Luthor, absolutely amazing. And I cannot wait to see him more when this universe continues. Alright, moving on to the next character, which I think is the character that actually did steal the show for me. And that is none other than gosh dang Mr. Terrific. Bro, Mr. Terrific, played by Eddie Gathegi, who also played the character that can't die in X-Men. Oh, we all know what happened to that. But anyway, still, yeah. Eddie Gathegi played Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific is also part of the Justice Gang that also involves Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, as well as Hawkgirl, played by Isabella Merced, who are also characters I can't wait to talk about. I think, and like I said, I'm still not the biggest mind to DC, and I'm explaining why in a second because I got something. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Justice Gang or whatever, because they said that's not their official name, but still, we'll see. Is held by Maxwell Lord, who did actually make an appearance at the end of the movie after Lex got arrested. Maxwell Lord is going to be played by Sean Gunn, James Gunn's brother, who is also going to make an appearance in Peacemaker Season 2 alongside Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl as well. So yeah, but besides that, bro, yeah, so back to Mr. Terrific. So yeah, Mr. Terrific, very, 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 very cool character, man. I really enjoyed this character. I just loved how, like, how real he has to be. Like, you want me to put it back together? You want me to take it apart and put it back together? And that was at the end of the movie, at the end credits, where they they closed the rift up, and then afterwards, you know, like, it felt out, like a building felt out of place, and then Superman tried to, like, show him, like, it's kind of out of place. This dude was so mad, bro. Oh man, it was amazing, bro. I really enjoyed Mr. Terrific's character a lot, and I would really love to see a spinoff of Mr. Terrific. I really hope we do eventually get that because I absolutely loved his character in that show or in the movie. But yeah, it was so cool, man. I really love this character. But yeah, also his fight scene as well. When they went to the little military site or whatever, to go try and rescue Superman. That was very, very cool, dude. His fights, like, dude, bro, literally, bro, the T-Spears, bro, going crazy. I'm talking about picking everybody up, absolutely, like just boot on the head, bro. It was absolutely insane. But yeah, dude, I really enjoyed Mr. Terrific as well, man. I really, 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 really did. All right, next character we're moving on to. Let's talk about Ultraman. All right, I want to talk about Ultraman before we get to the other super character as well. Ultraman, who apparently is Superman's clone. I don't, like I said, to all the DC heads out there, please let me know if is that like actually the case in the comics, or is that like, just a movie thing as well. Because all I heard from the comics was that, oh, it's just an evil Superman. I'm like, okay, so it probably is a clone. So just let me know. But yeah, dude, Ultraman. So Lex pretty much just created Ultraman from a strain of hair that Superman had. You know what I'm saying? Just put the DNA together, made Ultraman, and absolutely made... Dude, and we gotta talk about this real quick. This man, Lex, was controlling Ultraman as if he was a character in a fighting game. I'm talking about bro was calling out combinations left and right. Bro was saying 14C, 15B, 1A, 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 1A. I'm like, brother. Yo, it was absolutely insane, man. Now I do have a theory, and So we all know that Ultraman was dropped into a black hole, and Lex did say that he might just be dumber than you and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So Ultraman's really not the smartest cookie in the room, or in the jar, sorry. But I heard two theories online. Someone said either one, they could make the Dark Justice League or whatever, I forgot what it was called. That Ultraman had like a team or whatever. It's like a darker version of the Justice League and whatnot. And the other theory I heard was that Ultraman is going to become Bizarro, and that the black hole is going to lead him into a Bizarro like world. And I'm like, okay, bet. And that's another character I am familiar with, at least, is Bizarro. So if it goes either way, I'm cool with both. I really am. I'm really cool with both. Which leads me into another thing before we talk about the characters again. This is like a little minor nitpick about it, you know what I'm saying? And other people have said it as well. Before we get back to the characters and whatnot. I want to talk about my one little nitpick of the film, and that is Superman's parents. I really was so, like, confused. I was like, okay, they for real made Kryptonians like Viltrumites in a way. Like, bro, so pretty much in the movie, when Superman crash landed and when, he was hearing the message from his parents, he only heard the first half of the message because the other half of the message was corrupted. So what happened was that Lex, by the help of Ultraman and having Superman's DNA, went to the Fortress of Solitude, went to the message, had the engineer, also very good, cool character, again, had to hack it, and then corrupted the message, and then we eventually did hear the other side of the message, or the other half of the message, which apparently said, okay, go to Earth, alright, entrust the people, and then absolutely just take over. That's pretty much what they tried to say. And it was like, whoa, because like that was a crazy twist. at the same time. But when you watch the end of the movie, it kind of makes sense of why they did that. You know what I'm saying? Because you also have Ma and Pa Kent as well. And I really, really loved that scene where Pa Kent was talking to Clark on the front porch, and then Pa Kent was talking about your choices, your actions. That is what makes you who you are, and whatnot. And then at the end of the movie, they were talking about, oh, do you want to pull up the message of your parents or whatnot, or videos, whatever? And it says it soothes him. And then when you think, oh, why would they show a message of his parents again after what just happened? And then when the camera pans up, it shows Ma and Pa Kent. And bro, that brung, oh my gosh, dude, such a, like, it was like so good, because it shows you, like, oh my gosh, these are the people that actually pretty much made him who he is, pretty much, that made him want to do good. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. It was very, very cool. But yeah, overall, man, I really, really enjoyed a lot of, like I said, I really enjoyed all of the actors' performances, man, in this film. You know what I'm saying? So I really, really, really love everything about this movie, man. I really did. Now, let's talk about one last character before we get into other stuff. All right, I'm sorry about transitioning from character to character to character. I just want to talk about certain performances from certain characters, because I just really, really enjoyed the performances. Let's talk about one last character. My doggy dog, Krypto. Bro, when I tell you, man, because I actually have a dog, you know what I'm saying? He's a little Jack Russell. Shout outs to my little doggy dog. But when I was watching the movie, bro, I love Krypto so much in this film. Even though Krypto is a canine, still, I really enjoy Krypto a lot. MVP, he wouldn't listen, but MVP, you know what I'm saying? He at least tried his best, because when Lex had invaded the fortress, he at least tried to get a couple of hits in, you know what I'm saying? He slashed a little bit of the engineer on her cheek, but still, that's pretty much it. But yeah, dude, shout out to Krypto. All right, I want to talk about just Superman as a character real quick. This movie, I don't know what it did to me. This movie made me love Superman so freaking much. It's like, bro, what happened? Because, like, bro, Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, point blank, period. But after watching this movie, something in me was like, oh my gosh, am I becoming a fan of Superman right now? Because, like, bro, I used to not like Superman. I'm gonna be on the front with you. I was not a Superman guy. You know what I'm saying? I was always a Marvel / Spider-Man guy. I've always been on top of Spider-Man. I still am on top of Spider-Man. And I will always will love Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what people say. But like I said, after watching this movie, it's like, bro, I love Superman, dang it. But yeah, man, it's like, it's so crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was something about David and his performance as Superman. I'm telling you, it was something about him and his performance that was like, man, I love this character so much now. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? And, with this character, when you see, it's like, oh my gosh, there is hope. There is hope, because that's the type of character that Superman is. Superman is a character that brings hope to people, that brings peace to people, that always wants to protect the people as well at all costs, you know what I'm saying? No matter what happens, and like I said, David Corenswet really shows that in this film. And let me talk about his speech at the end of the film. I kid you not. And with the music as well, which I will definitely get into later. I love the music for this film. But his speech at the end of the movie, where he confronted Lex after he defeated Ultraman and whatnot. Superman was talking about, oh, that's where you're wrong about me, Lex. I get scared, and I wake up every morning, and despite not knowing what to do, I take one step, I put one foot in front of the other, and I make the best choices I can, because I screw up all the time, but that is being human, and that's my greatest strength, bro. Bro, when I heard that, I was like, man, dude, James Gunn. I'm telling you, I don't know what was injected into James Gunn's mind when it came to making this movie, but bro, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. No four, but like, bro, but still, man, like James Gunn just overall goated, bro, absolutely goated, and I cannot wait to see Supergirl. You know what they do with that character, because Supergirl also made an appearance at the end of this movie. Absolute cinema, absolute cinema. I cannot wait to see how Millie Alcock, the actor who plays Supergirl, how they're gonna portray her character, because at the end of the movie, when she crash landed into the fortress, she was drunk and whatnot. She was coming to pick up Krypto because Superman was actually looking after Krypto the entire movie. So technically, Krypto is not his dog; is Supergirl's dog. So bringing us to Supergirl, and the movie is going to be based off the comic Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, as well, which I heard was that is Supergirl going through her like trauma, because you know when she was on Krypton, she witnessed everything. She witnessed the destruction. She witnessed the deaths of her friends, her family, and whatnot. And she also drifted off alongside the same time as Superman. You know what I'm saying? And then afterwards, for her grieving, she was drinking, she was getting drunk, you know what I'm saying, trying to shrug off all that, you know, like after what she saw, you know what I'm saying, and it was just absolutely crazy. But in this movie, they also said that Supergirl in her movie is going to be an absolute mess. She's going to be way more of a different type of character than Superman, you know what I'm saying, because Supergirl, by the description that I've heard from some people on the internet, they said Supergirl is going to be more reckless than Superman, you know what I'm saying, which I honestly cannot wait to see. So, but yeah, they also did release a little teaser poster of Supergirl where it had the logo and then it had the tagline "Look Up" on it, but the up part was actually written over in red spray paint that now says "Look Out," and it shows Supergirl on the side. She's drinking a slushie. She has a jacket on, and she also has like a new suit, which brings me to my next point. Is this Supergirl current right now? Because here's my thing. Will the Supergirl movie take place after the destruction of Krypton, which is probably going to be the case, or is it going to take place, you know, during the events of Superman, you know what I'm saying? And then it gets to the point where she was at the end of Superman. My guess is obviously got to be the obvious guess. It's going to take place before Superman, you know what I'm saying? Cuz you know, it's obvious. You got to see how she ended up where she ended up, you know what I'm saying? You know, how she got to a point. Because information that I didn't know, apparently Kryptonians cannot get drunk in a yellow sun. They can only get drunk within a red sun. You know what I'm saying? That was actually something I actually did not know. So that was very cool. But yeah, dude. Man. All right. What else do I want to say about this movie? Oh, the music. Oh, yes. Let's get to the music. Bro, I forgot the dude's name, but whoever does the music for this movie, absolute shout out to you, bro. Absolute shout out. This movie's music when I listened to it, and when then after the movie, when I listened to it, the music inspired me. I don't know what it is. Movie's music, sorry, inspired me to just do better. You know what I'm saying? To be better. You know, I don't like. It's like, and no other song has really done that, or no other movie soundtrack has really done that for me. You know, like when I was at the beginning of the movie, I think it was just called "Look Up" or whatever. I wish I could play it, but I don't want to get copyright strike. But still, if you know what I'm talking about, then you know. Like when I first listened to it, I was like, "Oh my goodness!" And then the music, to then like seeing the scene with the music, it was like, "Oh my goodness!" And this one of the scenes I'm talking about is at the beginning of the movie when you see Superman take flight. It was like, "Oh my goodness!" And then transitioning his logo into the title screen, it was like, oh my goodness, absolute peak. My second favorite moment with the music is also my favorite scene out the movie. So it's at the end of the movie. Metropolis is actually absolutely getting demolished. There's a lot of people evacuating, and then there's one car with a lady in there. And there's a building falling down, you know? The building's falling down, it's about to crush her. Until Superman swoops under, catches the building, the lady drives off, and then the building falls on top of Superman. And then you're like, oh man, Superman got absolutely crushed again? I was like, oh, by a building? But no. When the lady looks back behind her, all you see is dust clearing and Superman just out. You see like a whole silhouette of Superman in the background, and it's like, oh my gosh. When I saw that scene, I actually teared up. I'm not joking. I teared up at least 4 separate times throughout this movie. That's why I said at the beginning of the video, that's why I said I've never walked out of a theater this pleased in a while. Because I kid you not, I have not teared up or cried in a movie in a long while. And this movie really did that. And I'm actually happy that it did. Because, bro, that's showing you. You gotta put forth the effort, man. That's what I said. James Gunn's the GOAT. James Gunn is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. But yeah, that's my favorite scene out of the entire movie, man. Just the dust clearing, seeing Superman arise from the dust, bro, of the building. It's like, man, dude. It was absolutely awesome. It was absolutely awesome. So I love it, man. I really do. All right, but yeah, man. Oh, man, I could talk about this movie a bunch. I really can. But yeah, man, I absolutely love this movie. Cannot wait to see more from this universe. You know what I'm saying? Cannot wait to see Supergirl next year. I think it comes out in June next year. So I will most definitely be doing a review for that. I love this movie so much that I literally bought a Superman cup. And I got a keychain as well. Hold on a second. I gotta show y'all this. Hold on a second. Alright. Alright, yeah. See? Bro. I got a whole Superman cup. You know, then got the cape on the back, got the logo on there. Absolute fire. And then, afterwards, y'all know I'm a Marvel fan. Y'all know I'll always love Marvel at the bottom of my heart before I die. I've had a Marvel encyclopedia for a while. And after I saw Superman, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'ma do it. Boom. DC Comics Encyclopedia, bro. DC Comics. Absolute peak, bro. I kid you not. I was locked and ready for what's to come for DC. And I just cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. So yeah. But yeah, oh wait. Oh, no wait. There's one last thing. I forgot. I just saw it. Hold on a second. So on the cup, when I bought it at my theater, there was a little keychain that had Superman's logo on there. So, here it is. Right here. Boom. That is absolutely fire. There's also other keychains that I have as well, but I just got to show y'all this. Absolute peak, bro. Absolute peak. That is it's so sick, bro. It's so sick. You know what I'm saying? So I normally don't buy things from a theater, but bro, after watching this movie, I got as much stuff as I can, dude. But yeah, man. I absolutely love this movie. I cannot wait to see more about it. I wish I could talk about it more, but I don't want to make this review way too long because I've been recording for 30 minutes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to absolutely demolish that like button as well as that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell for more movie reviews like this. Let me know in the comments down below, what did y'all think of James Gunn's Superman? Did y'all like it? Did y'all dislike it for some reason? Because there's no way. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And with that being said, Shinobi out.